Hi, I'm John Donovan, and I'd like to tell you a story. I used to live in Larchmont, and I had a friend there that I was very close with. We used to have these discussions about spiritual things all the time, and then he moved down to Washington, and we continued to have these discussions by telephone every week. And one evening, in one of those phone conversations, he began to tell me about the fact that things weren't going well between him and his wife. And I think he was just expecting me to say, well, that's really unfortunate and so forth, but I wasn't liking what I heard, and I basically told him that, and he was listening to me and my viewpoint about that. And a few months later, he told me that I and one other friend were the only ones that spoke to him directly about that. And in fact, it saved his marriage. But there's more to the story. His company moved him overseas for about 2.5 years, and I was completely out of touch with him throughout that time. Then he came back to Washington, and the marital issue surfaced again. And this time there was another woman in the picture, and it was a very bad situation, and there were children involved and so on. And I then tried to do the same thing as before. But this time he got extremely angry at me, and he has not spoken to me from that day till this. So the moral of the story obviously is, if we want to speak into someone's life, and we should want to do that, in this case, let me tell you, it is just a train wreck situation from the emotional standpoint for at least his children and his former wife. And it's something that's too painful for me to even think about, really. But we should want to speak into the lives of certain other people when possible. And if we want to do that, the relationship should be much closer than a merely casual relationship. There should be, or the best situation is that it be a close and sustained relationship. And it's really that kind of spiritual friendship over a longer period of time, and nothing else makes that possible.